Good evening, I'm Seth Meyers, and this is Late Night. How's everybody doing tonight? All right, that's great to hear. Let's get to the news. President Biden is set to make his first address to a joint session of Congress tomorrow. And just a piece of advice, Joe, no matter how nervous you are, do not picture that crowd naked. President Biden's first address to a joint session of Congress tomorrow will limit attendees due to the coronavirus pandemic. Though, for what it's worth, Congress hasn't had a ton of success limiting attendees lately. President Biden today announced new guidance for wearing masks outdoors. And good news for everybody on my commute, it's this. The Census Bureau announced yesterday that the official U.S. population is 331,449,281 that I know of. Can we tell our writers not to write in wink as a stage direction? It's very, very creepy. Goldich, by the way. Yeah, Goldich. Call him up. House Republican Conference Chair Liz Cheney said in a new interview that she is not ruling out running for president in 2024. I don't know, is America really ready for another President Cheney? Former Republican Congressman Doug Collins announced yesterday that he will not run for Georgia's Senate seat in 2022, but only because Georgia is phasing out elections. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo announced yesterday that the state fair will reopen this summer at 50% capacity. And this is surprising. He's still planning to have his kissing booth. It's no big deal. It's who I am. It's what I do. According to reports, fewer people watched Sunday night's Academy Awards ceremony than ever before. Thank God, said Daniel Kaluuya's mom. A Florida family was recently charged with fraud in federal court for allegedly selling bottles of bleach that they claimed were a miracle cure for the coronavirus, while another Florida family was almost reelected for it. According to a new study, hand washing rates have fallen to pre-pandemic levels. At this point, most people don't even get to birthday. Happy, okay, whatever, all clean. Residents of a Texas town last week reported seeing a tornado and a rainbow appear at the same time. Unfortunately, no one could follow up with any of the residents because they were immediately raptured. Chincoteague Island in Virginia has canceled its annual pony swim for the second year in a row due to the coronavirus pandemic. They checked all the participants for symptoms, and one of them was a little horse. Little horse. Goldich won me back. I was mad about the wink joke, but did you hear that, Ed? They checked the ponies. A little horse. Officials in Indonesia are looking for two tourists who allegedly made a pornographic video on a sacred volcano, which means it's time for interactive mono joke. If you want to hear the punchline, sounds hot, press 1. If you want to hear the punchline, they're probably used to some burning down there, press 2. If you want to hear the punchline, they were lavas, press 3. Okay, let's see what you picked. You picked 4. None of the above. Thanks for playing, everyone. And finally, Tampa Bay Buccaneers star Rob Gronkowski set a world record over the weekend by catching a football dropped from a helicopter over 600 feet in the air, though I thought it was way more impressive that he caught the helicopter. Gronk have new bird. No, Gronk, that's not a bird. Bird have people inside it. That was a monologue, everybody.